Good evening, gentlemen.
Yo, what up?
5 people in the server.
Fucking legendary server right here.
Yep.
We have never seen one that low.
Um, if you've never played on a stalled server like this, when we're all done, if you can, I would recommend just go enjoy it for a bit. You'll see like 100 FPS in space.
Okay, that's
Genuinely, like, there's just gonna be no server lag.
well, that's
They're
what's
rare.
parts of the mission itself.
Yeah. Servers like this are rare. Unfortunately, if enough of us get on it, it might trigger it to get pushed back into the whole algorithm, and it might populate on us, but
Well, currently we're working on joining, so
Is this Klesher rehabilitation facility
hope there's space for you.
us and our ego.
Klesher has entered into an
Oh,
agreement
fuck,
with local
server
monetary
full, yo.
jurisdictions to handle their corrections infrastructure. What's this mean for you?
Well, so
You get
thanks to
spend
y'all,
your
we
sentence
are in
one of
prison.
our industry-leading facilities, enjoying amenities uncommon to most conventional.
Don't worry,
actually-
you will be unharmed.
Well, we to get there, we may have killed some people.
Oh well, yeah. Gotta crack a few eggs and all right.
They were launching from Port Alizar, and we just come at them with a saber.
Yep.
Fortunately, no one
Yeah.
recognized it, so it wasn't too bad.
Judging by my criminal record, I seem to have done that to at least 7 or 8 people this round.
Rehabilitation. Try to learn something new about minerals today and how better to harvest them. Not only is mining a valuable skill, but geology is a fascinating hobby appreciated by people across the empire. Keeping
So
busy is a
until
great way to
our
keep on the right
neat internet provider puts up the new tower in our backyard, our current internet speed is potato. As soon as I come upstairs. Yes, ma'am.
Huh. I just hard crashed.
All right, we'll be right back. It's taking a while to load anyway. We're going to say goodnight to the little one. Be right
Alright.
back.
Everybody else good? I just hard crashed out of the game.
Yeah, I'm still in here.
Seems good so far.
Okay.
See one other player in the main hall on Moby.
Commander Angel.
Yeah, I was actually going to comment on the fact that there's a commander in the
So
lobby.
that commander was on my friends list. I don't know why.
Interesting.
Somebody from
Well-
probably just trying to get on something somewhere. And I noticed he was on a super light server, so I just popped here.
What's the name?
CMDR underscore Igneel.
Huh.
IGNEEL. Wonder how new of an account it is. I'm gonna check. The exodus from Elite has been rather interesting.
Yeah. Lots of fresh faced noobs to ransom and murder.
A lot of them that I've noticed aren't the most fun because they're like used to getting fucked up. He's throwing $1,000 at the game.
Well,
I kind of want to be a Grand Admiral, but at the same time, I don't really have any desire to be a Grand Admiral except for like to be able to say I'm a Grand Admiral.
yeah.
All right, ladies, if you would be kind enough to send us a party invite.
I'm loading into the game.
We were wrongly convicted.
Thanks to our award-winning Pleasure Cares program, a percentage of all your hard work goes towards helping those less fortunate. Together, we can turn your wrongs into a whole lot of
Nif, how's progress going? Chef, are you also working on that?
I keep getting pulled
No.
into the server, and I need to wait a while. So like, every time I get pulled in, I have to exit back out and wait. So, yeah.
No, I'm already in prison, running around.
Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find time today to think about how you can make amends for all the wrongs you've done. Any negative can become a positive with a little bit of work.
We see you, Dirty. We're going to the mines?
Yep.
Oh, hold on. That could complicate things. See us?
Yeah, you're gonna want to put on your suit.
But we feel pretty.
Yeah. I mean, if that's how you want to roll in prison,
Delivering
you do
harvested
you.
elements can drastically reduce your sentence.
But you said you loved us.
Did I though?
It was implied.
Oh. Got a vivid imagination.
Fine. If you want to be like that, fine. We understand.
I mean, we're doing the
That's what the
interview out
naked
here,
guy-
so you're gonna need your suit.
Gentlemen.
Yo ho ho.
So, it's amazing the levels we'll go to get an interview.
Yes, the depths, you could say.
Well, with you gentlemen, it's always something. So, where did you want to have this conversation?
Right here.
Of course you did. Not exactly the most comfortable spot, so let us start, and we'll lead into it if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Of course. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Fast Forecast coming to you tonight from Kessler Rehabilitation Station, or as most of you know it as the prison or the lockup. We have Chaos Squad with us tonight, where they rightfully belong in prison. And we had to sneak in and borrow a prison inmate uniform to do this interview. Um, so, gentlemen, we will run by the charges currently against you, if you don't mind, before we get formally started. According to records on our way here, you, gentlemen, if we're noticing right, there are what, three of you? Two? Dirty, who's all here with you?
We're everywhere.
Yeah, the voices in your head do not count. Okay, so your squad currently are facing 326 charges of aggravated homicide. How you can make homicide aggravated, we're not sure. 36,000 cases of armed robbery, 22,000 cases of burglary, more cases of theft than we could scroll through. And you're looking at about 300 life sentences for you and your crew. So now that you're in prison, how, how would you like to comment on these charges?
They're meaningless. We're gonna be out of
Uh,
here in the morning time, or we could be out of here now if we wanted to.
You're-
We're here because we want to prove a point.
You're in prison, Captain Dirty. You're literally in prison.
Oh yeah, this is my home away from home. Everybody knows me here. I get 3 meals a day. Safest place in Stanton. We run
Uh,
this shit.
We you'll forgive us for being confused, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who aren't running video and just running audio, we're literally standing in the mines of Kessler, where the warden has inmates dig ore for him to ship off world. And pirate Captain Lord, whatever nomenclature he runs this week, has just stated that he runs this area and this is the safest place for him. Would you like to go into detail about that, Captain?
Oh yeah, the guards here are dirty as fuck. We've got them all paid off. We smuggle in Had Night, and they let us come and go as we please, and we'll wipe our records for us as a courtesy.
That's quite a statement. Certainly not.
I mean, did you
every
expect
guard.
these guys to be clean? They're prison guards. Give me a fucking break.
Well, we've covered the warden taking 20% off the top, and multiple corps being corrupted in their security, but certainly not every prison guard at Kessler. You gentlemen aren't exactly well liked.
The clean ones don't last long.
So surely the other inmates don't just let you walk out.
The other inmates can't do shit. You'll see that we own this.
You have a knife.
Oh,
How'd you get a knife in here?
It's I live here, dude. It's just the way it works in here. You have protection, don't worry. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, in one of the quoted most secure areas in Kessler. One of the inmates just pulled a knife. Contraband, like strict contraband. We don't know what to believe. And you say you can walk out of here anytime you want.
That's right. Oh, we have a visitor here. Yo ho ho,
Citizen?
motherfucker.
Citizen, are you here to mine or we wish no harm? We are Fast Forecast. We're here to do an interview.
Yeah, listen, here's how this works. You're gonna give us 10K if you want to come in here and mine. Otherwise, you could join us, or you can die here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard Captain Dirty of the Chaos Squad try to hold up another inmate for 10,000 AUEC for the privilege of mining in Kessler.
Careful, he's got a fucking knife too.
Morticia could use an invite.
Take him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is they're using mining lasers as weapons. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to see this. We're going to stay on this. It looks like an inmate fight. This is expressly forbidden. This will result in a mandatory life sentence.
Hello.
Yo.
First, I didn't think I was going to make it because work decided to call.
Ladies and gentlemen, they just killed him. They just executed another inmate. And there's no sirens, no alarms, nothing. Nothing is going on here. There should be alerts going off, notifying guards that something's happened. And there's nothing. We are just completely confused by this.
Like I said, we run this shit. Would you like to continue?
Sure. So if you can leave at any time, why come in here in the first place?
Oh, like I said, it's the safest place for us to do this kind of thing. I mean, deep space is pretty safe too, but like we have near total control in here.
Well, we've covered you literally bringing ships in here and fully armed. We thought that was a fluke.
Oh no, guns are on the way.
You make a point, I'll be having the M2 here for just a little while.
You have more people coming.
Absolutely.
Morticia's got her sentinel. She's on her way over there.
DJ45X needs a party invite.
So does Morticia.
I think
I'll
that's
come.
everybody in the party. Anybody else need an invite?
Meat honey, please.
Frankly put, anytime the flag is raised, our brothers and sisters are more than happy to join in for all of the chaos that we can cause.
But this is prison. This
And?
is a penalty for what you do.
No. This is more like a vacation.
Paradise.
I don't even have
It's
to cook.
paradise. 3 hots, a cot, some mining, you can make weapons, marriage for when we need to help out a fellow pirate. There's absolutely no reason why we couldn't make a paradise out of Klesher.
Yep. We have enough clout here to buy ourselves out of jail, basically indefinitely.
And hell, we didn't even have to use marriage to get people out.
But the real truth is, most of the time, we come here when we choose to, not because we're forced to.
We heard the dispatch of you being arrested. Now, true, it took half a dozen bounty hunters to do it. We saw the rap sheet, but you're just
You believe those, huh? I just walk in and out of here, man.
ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing what we're hearing. What would be a just absolutely heartbreaking sentence for anyone else. The Chaos Squad is looking at over 300 life sentences for each of them. And they have just told us that this is basically a recreation area for them. And now, to prove a point, they literally gunned down another inmate in the mining area where weapons are prohibited. And not only did they do that, they used a prohibited knife and a mining laser to do it. And there's been no alarms. There's been no police presence.
No one's coming, except more of us.
And if you'll notice, the sign over there under the lights, that warning, your conversations are being monitored.
That's okay.
And there's been no response.
There's no
Well,
response.
anything
necessary.
important will get relayed back to us, so it works perfectly. It's just it's quiet in here right now.
Do you have any questions for us there, Mr. Fast Forecast?
It's not often that we're left speechless. How did we're guessing this didn't happen all at once? How did this start? I mean, it's prison.
Well, you know what? I'll show you. Meat Honey, guard this entrance, please. So basically, I got it worked out. I just I have no ore in my backpack right now, but I'm gonna go up to this terminal and I'm gonna sell the stolen hadnite that's currently sitting on one of my ships.
These might contain contaminants that may be harmful to other inmates.
No, let me put this away.
So you're using the Kessler ore deposit to launder stolen hadonite.
That's right. Yeah, these ones are a little fucked right now, but the next ones I try over.
Outside the living area. These might contain
But yeah, we got it all worked out with the guards. And, you know, it's just like, over time we developed some contacts here. Several of our members spent a lot of time in here.
So clones aren't cheap, and especially with the degrading effect of repeatedly using cloning chambers. and you gentlemen engage in piracy and combat quite a bit. Matter of fact, we were watching y'all take a C2 and lock the owner out of the bridge, and then basically trap him inside the hallway of the C2 and come at him from both directions. That could have gone either way, and y'all don't seem to hold your lives of value, much less anyone else's.
Life comes cheap in Stanton.
Agreed.
So, even if you're caught, you happily come back here, sell your stolen goods, and then after a rest, you leave again.
Yeah, that's about
Pretty
right.
much.
And you're not worried that the warden and his handpicked officers will be changed out after this report.
Not one bit.
Money talks to the right people. And when you have enough of it, you can persuasively change people's minds very easily.
But what about justice and duty? And
There's no justice. The justice is we line our pockets off
Bottom
of the
line.
goods of anyone else.
He said justice.
but these guards are meant to be enforcing the law and
Yeah, they do.
ensuring that you stay here.
For everybody else, that's fairly effective, but it really means nothing to us.
Just you wait until Stanton gets its jump portal up and running to the system Pyro. A lot of people are forgetting that Stanton is the absolute smallest system in the verse, coming in at 5 astronautical units. For those who don't know, a astronautical unit, or AU, is the distance from the sun to the Earth. Stanton is only 5 AUs. There are many other systems that are vastly oversized compared to Stanton. And when our reach starts to go beyond Stanton, people are going to start to realize that there's going to be a serious, legitimate reason for being worried about pirates, namely us.
Are you worried about other pirate organizations
Not one bit.
coming into your turf?
No.
What they don't know is that we will have more than one base of operations, many of which are going to be mobile at any given time. As to the whereabouts of those mobile mini POs, no one's ever going to know, nor should they.
You got to be kidding us. We're tracking one of your teammates on approach to Kessler now. This is ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not seeing our radar, again, this is not a... We're here because we snuck in, but one of the Chaos Squad members, Morticia, is on approach at 14 kilometers and approaching quickly. The station security should be engaging Pirate Morticia to take them down, to prevent them from honestly approaching this close. We're unsure why they're still flying.
Well, that's because they understand that we can level the facility at any given time.
Plus, we keep it in profit.
Absolutely. Because we don't just, send many other quote unquote innocent citizens to Davy Jones's locker, but other unfortunate pirates to, I'd say, the brig.
Yeah, sometimes an unfortunate miner finds their way in here too.
Indeed.
We have seen you cause miners to accidentally shoot other miners and wind up here.
DJ on approach to Klesher now.
And, ladies and gentlemen, Morticia made a loop around Kessler, coming within 100 meters of where we're standing, and it circled back out to 5 kilometers. It looks like Pirate DJ 45X is at 20 kilometers and looks to be doing the same thing. The fact that they're able to do this lends more credence to the statement that Chaos Squad seems to own at least a portion of Kessler, or at least its defense systems. As you can see, the sign says your conversations are monitored. We're broadcasting tight beam, but the fact that we're here and not being questioned about being here, and that Chaos Squad literally killed a person right over in that direction, and no alarms were sounded. Morticia is circling the building, and no alarms have gone off. DJ is on approach, and no alarms are going off. Citizens is disturbing, and lends more credence that these pirates do a lot of things, but they do not lie. They will kill you. They will steal your money. They will steal your cargo, but they will not lie to you, which is, in this case, we actually wish they were. Gentlemen, you know we don't hold piracy any different from any other occupation. We don't agree with it, but we do not treat it differently. This is just earth-shattering for what we've been led to believe. And the fact that you have ships just flying in circles, unchallenged, is incredible.
Silly turds, don't you know that tickles only?
Well, Captain Dirty, do you have anything further to say to those watching? Because this will be going out. This will be broadcast as soon as we get back to the surface. Because essentially all we have to do is take this off, broadcast to Oracle, and she'll get our release. What do you have to say about all this?
Yeah, so everybody's all excited about Pyro showing up, and I am too. But I think the industrialists of Stanton have this idea that when Pyro shows up, all the pirates are just gonna go there and leave them alone in Stanton. I'm afraid that's not the plan at all. We do not fear the legal system here and have every intention of exploiting it and them.
So you're saying this was just to show that the pirates are not going to jump through the gate. They're here to stay in Stanton.
We go where we please.
That's quite obvious. And that even prison is not a deterrent. And as many times as we've seen you get killed, neither is death. Is there anything Chaos Squad fears?
Not that I can think of.
Why should Chaos Squad fear anything? We are just as heavily armed as, say, the UE Navy.
And we
And
received some reports that y'all are just about as well funded.
we also have a few ships on dry dock at the moment that will be completed in the coming 6 months to a year. And
Soon.
when they do, I don't suspect the UEE Navy even being able to challenge us.
I mean, they're not even really a challenge now, but
That's incredibly disturbing. You
At
do
this
know.
I
that-
currently own the airspace over Klesher. All turrets are currently down, and there is no one else to challenge me here.
Currently, gentlemen, you do know that the Emperor has a price on your head, and that the UE Naval Marines have a kill order on you, not in prison, but a kill order.
That's okay.
Yep.
All it does is it sends profit our way.
it's free advertising.
And effectively now, Chaos Squad now owns the airspace over Klesher.
Well, judging from what we can see down here, you also own the mines.
We just don't Klesher.
We're down to 7% oxygen levels. How are you gentlemen looking?
Oh, yeah, time to go inside.
Looks like you fear running out of oxygen.
I do. I'm at 1%. Fuck.
Here's a friendly reminder that materials found during mining expeditions.
We've been watching that this entire time.
Woo! I made it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I won't lie, I went for that walk a little bit earlier. For a little gulp of O2.
There's a pretty good reason why we pay good money for our oxygen scrubbers. I think that's about the only thing we have any cause for concern.
Yeah.
Glad we appreciate, as always, you sitting down with us or meeting with us in the mines of Kessler, of all places. What you told us is disturbing beyond belief.
Yeah, well, hey, thank you. And it's good timing because I think the pizzas are ready.
Well, again, we thank you very much, and we're gonna say, be safe, gentlemen.
Yeah. Fly safe.
Fair winds and following seas.
All your hard work goes towards helping those less fortunate. Together, we can turn your wrongs into a whole lot of right.
Well, that went well.
Yeah. I guess Nif ran into some technical difficulties. We were gonna bring in
Well-
some guns, but yeah, oh well. Can't win them all.
That was still incredibly disturbing to watch y'all just, as in character, watch y'all just knife another inmate to death right in front of us.
Yeah, I hope you got some good footage.
Oh yeah. Well, and were y'all
Attention.
recording?
Please
yes,
direct your
yeah.
attention towards
Good.
the front gates. One
So,
of our
well, y'all
detachments
usually are. So
completed their
we'll, of course,
rehabilitation and
run
is
your
being
video
released. Let's
whenever we
give
do
them a
the
round of applause.
report on it.
Good luck back in the world,
Yes, awesome. I'll have to edit this one up.
Rehabilitation.
Well, you always do, and you drop it in our Discord. So
Yep.
yeah, we'll run that one, and we'll also run our, probably it's going to be longer because you edit it out and we don't. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
To add to that, I'll go ahead and send my save 10 minutes of taking out Klesher's air defenses.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah,
we
that's gonna be
can
great.
put that in the corner.
I
If
didn't think I was
anybody,
gonna make it in time.
How do you merge the multiple videos?
you add a track, and then like shrink one down to say 1/5 or so of the size, and then you can.
Klesher Klesher Company is committed to legal
I think it's the trends.
while
Hang
most
on.
correction
I would
facilities
need
see
to
their inmates
go
as criminals, we
and
understand
look
that
to
everyone
see
has a
what
story,
tab it's
a
in.
point of view, or a situation that led them to break the law.
Are you
To
using
us,
DaVinci
no
Resolve?
one is beyond redemption.
I'm using Lightworks.
Oh, then I don't know. I don't use that program. But you probably want to add a track, and then are probably able to do those things, like shrink it down into the corner. And just have them
I'll
both
have to
running
check
at the
out
same
DaVinci
time.
because I'm still messing with Lightworks, and I'm having trouble adjusting audio to come
Okay.
out even across.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of experience with Lightworks about 3-4 years ago. Let me re-download it and see if they haven't changed anything from the last time I used it, and if not, then I can help you with that.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find something you appreciate about someone and let them know. A shared compliment can boost self-esteem and feel rewarding for the giver and the recipient. A kind word goes a long way. You may wonder, is this Klesher Rehabilitation Facility a UEE prison? Hardly. As a private subcontractor, Klesher has entered into an agreement with local planetary jurisdictions to handle their corrections infrastructure. What's this mean for you? You get to spend your sentence in one of our industry-leading facilities, enjoying amenities uncommon to most conventional inmates. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Try to learn something new about minerals today and how better to harvest them. Not only is mining a valuable skill, but geology is a fascinating hobby appreciated by people across the Empire. Keeping busy is a great way to keep on the right path. Did you know that our founder, Leland Wingard, built this company from the ground up after he was incarcerated? It's true. After spending 10 years in quarterdeck, Mr. Wingard realized that one of the best ways to rehabilitate lawbreakers is to treat them like people. He then set out to create the first Klesher Rehabilitation Facility, which opened in 2913. Since then, the company has expanded to dozens of fully automated facilities and a company roster of over 6,000.
Attention! Attention! Please direct your attention towards the front gates. One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation and is being released. Let's give them a round of applause. Good luck back in the world, civilian. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find a way to forgive yourself for your current incarceration. While it is true that there is no one else to blame for your current situation other than yourself, it is important to move on and focus on how in the future you will avoid making the same mistakes. Did you know that even while serving your sentence, you have already begun to help make the Empire a better place? Thanks to our award-winning Klesher Cares program, a percentage of all your hard work goes towards helping those less fortunate. Together, we can turn your wrongs into a whole lot of right. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find time today to think about how you can make amends for all the wrongs you've done. Any negative can become a positive with a little bit of work. Klesher Company is committed to legal rehabilitation. While most correction facilities see their inmates as criminals, we understand that everyone has a story, a point of view, or a situation that led them to break the law. To us, no one is beyond redemption. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find something you appreciate about someone and let them know. A shared compliment can boost self-esteem and feel rewarding for the giver and the recipient. A kind word goes a long way. wonder, is this Klesher Rehabilitation Facility a UEE prison? Hardly. As a private subcontractor, Klesher has entered into an agreement with local planetary jurisdictions to handle their corrections infrastructure. What's this mean for you? You get to spend your sentence in one of our industry-leading facilities, enjoying amenities uncommon to most conventional inmates. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Try to learn something new about minerals today, and how better to harvest them. Not only is mining a valuable skill, but geology is a fascinating hobby appreciated by people across the Empire. Keeping busy is a great way to keep on the right path. Did you know that our founder, Leland Wingard, built this company from the ground up after he was incarcerated? It's true. After spending 10 years in quarterdeck, Mr. Wingard realized that one of the best ways to rehabilitate lawbreakers is to treat them like people. He then set out to create the first Klesher Rehabilitation Facility, which opened in 2913. Since then, the company has expanded to dozens of fully automated facilities and a company roster of over 6,000. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find a way to forgive yourself for your current incarceration.
Attention! Please direct your attention towards the front gates. One of our guests has completed their rehabilitation and is being released. Let's give them a round of applause. Good luck back in the world, civilian.
Did you know that even while serving your sentence, you have already begun to help make the Empire a better place? Thanks to our award-winning Klesher Cares program, a percentage of all your hard work goes towards helping those less fortunate. Together, we can turn your wrongs into a whole lot of right. Ready to take the next step on the road to rehabilitation? Find time today to think about how you can make amends for all the wrongs you've done.